Hi everybody, my name is Nikki and we are going to do a short practice today, just really linking movement with breath, really intentional, and also indulge some nice deep hip and groin openers and some twists as well. So really looking forward to practicing with you all. We are going to start laying on the front of the body, heart to the earth. If for any reason that doesn't work in your body today, I would say come onto your back. We're going to work with diaphragmatic breath, so if you prefer on your back, you can wrap the hands around the ribs to sort of feel that expansion of the fingers. Otherwise, we're going to lay all the way down to the front of the body. You're either going to stack your hands, or if you want a little more height, you can stack the forearms. Forehead lands. You can be on the top of the feet or even the toes turned out, and often feet, coming towards the outer sides of the mat is nice and spacious here. So for a lot of us, collarbones will be lifted. Right, you don't want to use the abs. It's the depth of the breath, so the diaphragm moving down that inflates the abdomen. That'll sort of lessen the arch in the low back and will lengthen the tailbone towards the space between the heels. Right, check in, make sure you're not engaging glutes, inner or outer legs. And just finding the depth of your breath here, a rhythm that makes sense, that takes up space. If for any reason forehead doesn't feel okay on the ground, you could always turn one temple onto the hands or the forearms here. And just allowing, as you settle into awareness of breath, the outer world to sort of slip off and away. And for you to more deeply connect with your own inner world, your own inner experience here. It's about 30-40 seconds more. Diaphragm expanding the abdomen as it moves down. Breath moving deeply and fully in and out. And of course, if you've chosen to land somewhere else, back of the body, it's still that possibility of inflating through the lower abdomen here. Last couple nice deep breaths. And one more. And then relax the breath. Allow the heart and the head to land, either forehead down or maybe now taking a few breaths with one cheek to the mat. Noticing if you need to sort of even out through the neck, if you have turned one way. And we'll bring the gaze back through center if you've turned. Slide the hands under the shoulders. The upper arms and elbows gently hug in. And you're going to come to the top of the feet now, bringing the feet at least about 6 or 8 inches apart. Some of you may be even a little closer here. Let's start with low cobra. So as you inhale, lift the heart. Keep the neck long. Try not to lift the chin. And then the exhale to release to the earth, right? A few more of those. Your inhale lifts, legs about 70% engaged, maybe less, and release. And 3 more times. Inhale, lifting the heart, small wave. Like we're just getting moving here. So 2 more, in to lift, and out to release. And a bigger breath in, noticing here, last one, if it increases the back bend at all. And then release and land. Yeah, so we'll start adding on here. Keep the feet anchored, keep the legs strong. Inhale, low cobra, lift the heart. Little more activity, drawing the upper arms back. Exhale, release. Right, inhale, low cobra, maybe starting to find more height. Now child's pose, press through the hands, anchor through the knees, hips to heels. We'll come into cow pose, rise up, open heart, lift the chin. Back to child's pose. Tuck the chin to the chest. Let the forearms land. Now low cobra. Inhale, pull forwards, drop the thighs, the hips, and the abdomen. Exhale, release. Into low cobra, lift up. Exhale, child's pose, hips to heels. Let's come into cow pose. Rise up, open the heart. Child's pose, hips to heels. Into low cobra, pull forwards one more time. Land of the hips, then the abdomen. Exhale, release. Into low cobra. Child's pose, navel to spine. Transition is strong. Good. Up into cow pose. Big breath in, little pause. Set the knees here. Stay and empty. Now extend the right leg straight back behind you. Keep those hips square if you can, so right hip still pointing down. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can bring right knee towards the chest or even the forehead as you round. Inhale, leg goes back. Now exhale, right knee, right bicep. How high can you take it? Maybe you pull forwards a little. Inhale, leg goes back. Let's say knee to chest, square those hips. Rounding through the upper back. Inhale, leg goes back. Exhale, right knee, right bicep, high as you can bring it, side body crunch. Good, one more round in, knee to chest. One more round in, knee to outer bicep, and this time sneak the right foot forwards outside the right hand. Left knee can stay grounded for this first one. Take a few breaths. Right? Notice if you have enough length in your stance. Little lift of the heart here, especially if you're grounded through the back knee. One more breath. And then you'll lift that left knee and step forwards to squat. So maybe one big step, maybe a couple little steps, doesn't matter. Drop the hips. Lift the heart towards the thumbs. Lengthen along the collarbones. Take a big breath in. And now exhale, fold. Right, feet can stay if you want. Come all the way up to stand. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold, tuck the chin. You can sweep the arms wide or through center. The inhale into your squat, drop the hips, lift the heart towards the thumbs, stay, take an extra breath. And now plant the hands and step the right foot back for this nice wide lunge. Right knee comes down. Again, on the hands, little lift of the heart maybe here. Maybe sliding shoulder blades into the chest. So that left foot is wide and the toes are turned out. Let's take another breath. Great. Now root through the hands, right toes tuck, right knee lifts. See if you can press your left knee into your left bicep and lift the left heel. So the beginning of some work in the core. You might even be able to float the left foot over the earth. Maybe hug left heel towards the butt. And then down dog, so just a little flash of fire. Right, empty the lungs. And then inhale, cow pose, open the heart. Exhale, cat pose, arch towards the sky. Cow pose, breath in. Down dog, hips high. Back to cow pose, pause. And with a little memory of that in the chest, let's reach left leg straight back. Nice big breath in here. Left knee to chest, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, leg goes back. Left knee, left bicep, so bring the knee wide, little bit of an oblique crunch here. Good, 2 more times. In, knee to chest. Breath in, knee to bicep, wide. 1 more time, each place. So in, knee to chest, hollow out, tuck the chin. In, leg goes back, fill the heart. Left knee, left bicep, and we'll sneak left foot outside the left hand. Right, nice long dragon lunge. Take a couple breaths. Good. Lift that back knee. We'll step forwards to squat, right? So right foot comes wide. Sit the hips. Fill the heart. Take an extra breath. Exhale, fold forwards. Feet as they are, turn the toes forwards. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forwards. into the squat. Breath in, hips drop, heart to thumbs. Exhale, stay. One more breath in. Plant the hands. Step the left foot back to lunge, right? You can drop the knee again for this first sequence here. Taking a couple breaths, sinking into the hips. And then we'll find this strong transition. Root through the hands, lift the left knee. Press your right bicep into the right, or right knee into the right bicep. See if you can lift the right heel. Some of you might be able to flex that whole foot up and off the mat. Maybe hug heel to butt for a breath. And then down dog. Right, so a chance to play with a different flow today, right? Which would be empty the lungs, and then we inhale for cow pose. Cat pose is the empty, arching towards the sky. Cow pose to fill. Down dog, hips high. Right, so you might keep moving like that as we start building here. Let's see about bringing the thumbs a little closer at the top of the mat. Some of you will actually be able to bring the thumbs to touching. Let's take the right leg straight up and back. Keep the hands grounded, shoulders strong. Big breath in. Exhale, right knee, right bicep. Step right foot outside the right hand. Right, landing in your lunge. Now the back knee stays lifted if that works. And we'll twist, bringing right hand to right knee, low back, or even extending it for the sky. Stretching along the chest. Take another breath. And then right hand lands. We step forwards to squat. Inhale, heart lifts towards the thumbs, knees go wide. Exhale, fold forwards. Extended mountain breath in. Exhale, fold, tuck the chin so the neck is long. Into your squat, breath in, heart lifts to thumbs. Plant the hands, right foot back to lunge. When you're ready, left arm reaches, either using the knee, the low back, or full extension to the sky. You can play a little with sort of opening the heart to the sky. Great. Left hand lands. Step back, down dog. You can pull forwards to plank or come into cow pose, right? You can exhale, chaturanga, or to the earth, or cat pose. Inhale, back bend, cow pose, cobra, up dog. And then an exhale, down dog from wherever you were last. Thumbs come close, top of the mat, maybe touching. Find your own work here. Left leg rises, big breath in. Left knee, left bicep. Step that foot outside the hands. Big breath in. We twist, left arm reaches for the sky. Good, left hand lands. Stepping forwards to squat, sit the hips, fill the heart, breath in. Exhale, fold forwards. All the way up, extended mountain. Tuck the chin, exhale, fold. The squat, breath in, hips down, fill the heart. Plant the hands, left foot back. We'll open up, right arm reaches for the sky. Take a breath. And then plant the hand, down dog. You inhale, pull forwards, cow pose or plank. Exhale, chaturanga, that's half lower to the earth or cat pose. Up dog or cobra, remember up dog is just hands and feet. Down dog. Good, let's bring the thumbs close again at the top of the mat, right? A sense of lengthening through the tailbone here. The legs are strong. We continue to build. Right leg rises, big breath in. Exhale, right knee, right bicep. Plant the foot. Inhale, right arm rises, open up. Exhale, stay. Big breath in. Plant your right hand inside the right foot. Side lunge. So you're going to shift your right foot. Toes turn towards the front left side of the mat. And drop your left foot down. Right? You can leave the hips high in line with that right knee. Some of you will have space to sink. Some of you will have space to turn left toes towards the sky. Make sure that left knee is safe. Take another breath. And then we turn back into our dragon lunge. Right foot wide, look forwards. Left foot steps forwards to squat. Breath in. Fold forwards. Rise all the way up, extended mountain. Long neck, fold forwards. Empty completely. Into the squat. Breath in, heart lifts. Hands plant, right foot back to lunge. We inhale, twist, left arm up. Stay and empty. Good. Left hand inside that left foot. Shift the toes and drop the right foot down. Stay lifted or sit deep. Take another breath. Legs are strong. Back into your dragon lunge. Step back, down dog. Inhale, maybe cow pose here or plank. Exhale, cat pose, chaturanga, or to the earth. Back to cow pose, up dog, cobra, you decide. Down dog, hips high. Thumbs come close, top of the mat. Left leg up, big breath in. Left knee, left bicep, plant the foot. Inhale, twist open, stack the shoulders. Land that left hand inside the left foot. Side lunge, maybe hands to heart. Right, back into your dragon lunge, turn forwards, left toes turn out. Step forwards to squat, breath in. We fold, long spine, head and neck relax. All the way up, extended mountain. Strong, fold forwards here. Into the squat, breath in, heart lifts. Plant the hands, left foot back, dragon lunge. Inhale, right arm up, we open. Exhale, plant that hand inside the foot, side lunge, maybe hands to heart. Right back to our dragon lunge, pause. Down dog, hips high. Right, find your flow. Pull forwards, plank or cow pose. Right, exhale, cat pose, chaturanga, or all the way to the earth. Take a back bend, up dog, cobra, or even cow pose, just mean it. Down dog, hips high. Thumbs come close, top of the mat, right leg up, big breath in. Right knee, right bicep, plant that foot outside the right hand. Inhale, right arm up, stretch the chest. Exhale, side lunge, right knee bends, hands to prayer. We'll move through center, side lunge, left knee bends. Maybe you can resist planting the hands for the transition. Good, back through center into the right knee. Now dragon lunge, turn those right toes out, right foot wide, lift the heart. Into the squat, find a breath in. Exhale, fold, feet stay or turn the toes forwards. Inhale all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forwards into your squat, breath in. Plant the hands, right foot back, twisting open, big breath in. Left hand lands inside that left foot, side lunge, drop the hips. We move through center. Maybe you use the hands or maybe they stay a prayer. Back to center one more time. Left knee bends. Good. Find your dragon lunge. Turn forwards. Down dog. Now you flow. Inhale. Breath in. Cow or plank. Breath out. Half lower to the earth or cat pose. Inhale. Find the back bend that serves you here. Exhale, hips go high, down dog. Last time through, thumbs come close, left leg up, big breath in. Left knee, left bicep, plant the foot. We twist, breath in. Left hand inside that left foot. Side lunge, sink the hips. Maybe fly the arms wide, stay low. Right knee bends, side lunge. Back into the left knee, big sweep. Good, turn forwards, left toes turn out. Step forwards to squat as you breathe in. Fold forwards, hips high, find the feet. Inhale all the way up, big breath. Exhale, fold forwards, tuck the chin. Inhale into your squat, the heart expands. Plant the hands, left foot back to lunge. Inhale, right arm up to open. Exhale, side lunge, right foot shifts, find your stance. Maybe arms fly as you sweep through center, left knee bend, side lunge. Doesn't need to be deep, find your own work. Last time, through center, right leg. Now turn forwards, plant those hands into down dog. And one more time, find the flow that makes sense for you here. Right, follow breath, trust yourself. We meet in down dog. Take a few breaths. Good, let's walk hands back to meet the feet. And over the next couple breaths, come all the way up to stand. Take a couple breaths, feel your feet. Awareness may be landing in the heart. And let's take the right foot forwards. And we'll say about a half a mat and then add 3 or 4 inches here. So a little longer than a half step up. Keep the hips square forward, keep your right hip hugging back. Heart is lifted and lengthened here. We'll start with hands at the hips, building the sense of moving heart to thumbs like we did in our squat. Keep the neck or chin tucked, neck long. Big breath in. And as you exhale to fold, keep that right hip hugging up and back. Good, inhale up. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. One more time, exhale into the fold. Right, inhale, come up. So option to keep moving like that, option to add a little bit of work. The left arm goes up, palm in, and the right hand either to the hip as you draw that right elbow back, or hand to the low back, palm facing back. Big breath in, lengthen. If the arm is reaching as you exhale, don't let it fall out of place. Right, so the back is strong, big breath in. Right, we're looking for a little bit of heat and work here. Big breath out, navel to spine. One more time up. One more fold, and we're gonna stay. So now find the depth of your fold here. If you want to balance, you could take your left hand or left wrist and catch it with the right hand, drawing the elbows up. Right, some of you may be inclined to leave hands at hips or heart, and some of you may be reaching for the earth, either side of that front foot. Keep the front body lengthening, collarbones drawing towards the earth in front of those right toes, and keep that right leg drawing up and back here. Like energy in the chest and the upper back. Couple more breaths. Good. Lift the heart. Left hand can stay on the earth inside of that foot. If you're not quite there, left hand to the outer calf or ankle works just fine as well. Bring your right hand to the right hip or the low back. Lift and lengthen through the heart. Keep the hips steady and square and start to rotate navel, ribs, then heart here. Right, as you build the full rotation, make sure that back foot, left foot is anchored. You maybe extend right arm for the sky. Looking down to the side or even up will shift the work in the neck and challenge your balance differently here. Right, powerful generation of energy and awareness at the navel. 2 more good breaths. And then look down, release, and step the back foot forwards and come up to stand. Take a couple breaths. Notice what and how you're feeling. And now we'll do the second side. So stepping forwards, left foot, right? Notice about a mat length, then a little more, right? Square the hips, left hip draws back. Make sure the back foot is angled in a way that supports your foundation here. We'll start with the hands at the heart, lengthening the collarbones here, heart lifting to thumbs, big breath in. Keep that right foot anchored as you exhale to fold. And inhale, coming back up. 2 more like that. Exhale, fold. Keep the legs strong. Keep the spine long. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bowing forwards here. Good. Inhale, back up. You can stay or add a little bit of work through the back by taking the right arm up. Left hand to hip or low back, palm facing back. And that left elbow squeezes back in space. Feel the heart lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Don't let that right arm fall out of place. Inhale, fills and lifts the body. 2 more times. Exhale, fold. Keep those legs strong, hips square. Inhale, back up. We'll go 1 more time. Exhale into the fold, and now you'll stay. You could catch your right hand or right wrist in the left hand, drawing the elbows up, opening the heart. Some of you releasing to the shin or even the earth here. Lengthen through the front body, right? Stomach drawing down and forwards towards the left thigh, collarbones towards the toes. Hips stay square, both feet anchored. Take a few nice big breaths here. Right, allowing the body to open this way first before we build towards our twist. 1 last breath. Good. Lift through the heart. Right hand can stay grounded inside the left foot. Some of you may be pinky edge side of the foot. Some of you may be lifting right hand to the outer left ankle or even calf. Wherever you are, left hand to hip or low back. Fill the body, draw the crown forwards, rotate through the navel, ribs, and heart. Left hip hugging up and back. Some of you may be extending left arm to the sky. Right shoulder, make sure it's not rising towards the right ear. Right, trying to keep the energy and rotation focused from the navel upward here. Last couple breaths. And then we release. Step forwards. And over the next couple breaths, make your way to mountain pose. Again, a chance just to check in, to notice how and what you're feeling before we move again here. And extended mountain on your next breath in. Fold forwards on your breath out. Half lift fills the heart, extends the crown forwards. Hands plant for plank pose. Nice big breath in and your plank, no rush. And then from the toes or the knees, lower all the way down to the heart. Take a couple breaths. And then we'll slide up and onto the forearms here. Think elbows start under shoulders, and then know that if you need space and to remove some of the back bend, you can slide the forearms forwards. So we'll start by bending the left elbow, and so the left forearm now is going to turn parallel with the short edge of the mat. My elbow is still under my left shoulder. Right, you're going to twist open a little here, and you can use a strap or a scarf if you need to. You'll bend the right knee, and as the right heel hugs towards the butt, you're going to reach back and grab the foot. So the heel hugs in towards the butt. Try to keep the right knee from flying wide so it's still drawing in towards center. When you have space, you turn the heart forwards again. And you'll know here if you need to release some of the back bend by sliding the right forearm forwards. Right? Over time, the heel draws towards the butt. And if it reaches it, then you just move the heel outside of the hip a little and go down there. And some of you will have space over time to point the elbow to the sky and to flip the hand forwards, right? So it's a little bit of a bigger pose. It's a lot in the shoulder. As long as you're getting the stretch in the quad and taking care of the shoulders, don't go anywhere here you're not meant to go. So being even lower, sometimes in this one I'll actually come all the way down right? All of it's really okay here. So can you kind of indulge your own journey separate from ambition or expectation? Let's take a couple more breaths. And then wherever you are, right, release the right leg and come back to center and just pause. Right, when you're ready, you'll turn the right forearm parallel with the short edge of the mat. And we start with the right elbow under the shoulder, possibly sliding it forwards if we need space. Left knee will bend, keeping that knee hugging into the center line, reaching back for the foot and hugging the heel to the butt. Looking for a nice stretch through that quad. If you have space, the foot comes outside of the hip. You might notice you need some space by sort of inching that right forearm forwards, working to square the shoulders forwards. And some of you may have space, right, to flip the hand forwards, fingers forwards, and bend the elbow to the sky. So it's a pretty big opener in the shoulder. So I wouldn't go there unless it really feels accessible. And again, right, as long as you're getting the stretch in the quad, it doesn't actually matter. Right? Be willing to find that balance of challenge and spaciousness. Right? We can take these practices over and over again. They're allowed to be different, unique, right? And to offer different things to us each and every time we return to them. Take another breath. And then release. And come down to the earth. Slide the arms back alongside the body and just land for a few breaths here. Bring the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes, right? You can lift the legs or anchor the knees, hug those arms in, take a big breath in. We'll press up low to high plank, and then down dog. Little release for the ankles here. And then look forwards and step the right foot forwards. Good, drop your left knee down. Bring both hands to the right thigh and pause, right? We want a long line under the legs, but a sense of plugging into center. So as we move in and out here, you can leave the hands on the leg, or you'll release your left arm down alongside the body here. So we empty the lungs, come out of the hips a little, and wherever you are, the inhale sinks you forwards. If you're using the left arm, it sweeps forwards and then up. And then we exhale, release. Good, so 3 more times. Last nice big opening through that back quad, waking up and stretching through the hip flexors. Good, 2 more. In to come forwards and release. Great, we'll do 1 more here. Great. Now come back into the hips, plant the hands, widen the stance, and turn the right toes out. You can stay anchored on the foot. For some of you, you'll drop onto the pinky edge side of the foot. Some of us staying on the hands, and some of us finding forearms here. Right, even here, a balance of effort and ease, and sometimes the effort is in the breath, or our ability to stay present and not as fully in the body. Keeping in mind this practice is so much deeper than the physical, and so we want to think about all of that. Every opportunity we have. And where can you soften? Can you follow that energy of the exhale, that sort of journey towards letting go and surrender? You can stay as you are, right here on the forearms, or if you'd like, hands or forearms, left stays grounded. And you're just gonna start to twist open towards the right, right? You can stay here. Some of you will be able to bend the left knee. And if you reach back with the right arm, flip the palm the same way as the face, which helps to open through the heart. You might be able to connect with the pinky edge side of the foot, right? My thumb is pointed to the sky, maybe even the ankle here. Right, as that right shoulder falls back in space, we get a stretch the chest, some work into the upper back. Take a few more breaths here. And And then a slow release. Right? No slingshotting out. If you were on the forearms, come back to the hands. And then you can either step forwards to fold or step back to down dog. A little bit of symmetry. Take a couple breaths. And then second side. So left foot forwards, right foot back. Drop the back knee. Take a moment, find length in your stance. And then both hands to that left thigh. You can move with the hands grounded here or release the right arm to the side. We come out of the hips a little, and the inhale sinks us down and forwards. The arm sweeps up. We get this nice stretch through the front body, and we release with the breath out. Yeah, we'll do 3 more, right? So in and out. Great. 2, fill. And empty. Last one, in and out. Slow breaths, deeply intentional. And then we get ready to land. Hands find the earth inside the left foot. Those toes turn out again here. Staying on the hands. Some of you might have space to find the forearms. Right? It's less about that than about finding where it makes sense for us to land, breathe, and be present. Even though we know there's something else possible, can you be in what's unfolding here and now? Allow the body to release, surrender, and find space, not just physically, but for the breath and for the mind to be present. And this may be your shape, right? This may be the place that you stay. But whether you're on the forearms or the hands, you may decide here to leave the right arm grounded and open to the left. Left hand to the knee, the inner thigh. As you start to stretch the chest, you may decide to bend to the right knee, hugging the heel towards the butt. And you may find that reaching back, so right arm back, palm same way as the face, right thumb or left thumb, to the sky. And then maybe grabbing the pinky edge side of the right foot. That makes more sense. Right, so the left shoulder might open back in space, opening the left chest to the sky. Right, you may sort of pull on that right foot with the left hand and almost kick the foot back into the hand, creating a deeper stretch and more energy. Taking a couple big breaths here. And then a nice slow unwind. You can step forwards to fold or step back to down dog. If you're folded at the top of the mat, come all the way up to stand. Same thing from down dog. Come forwards or back into mountain pose. There's no rush. One last chance to land here in stillness, to notice what's happening inside the body, right in that own or your own inner space and inner world. And we'll take one last flow here together, so slow, right? And certainly find your own way. So if something shows up differently than what I'm cueing, please trust yourself here. So inhale, arms up, extended mountain. Maybe even a little bit of a back bend here. And the exhale to fold, navel to spine, tucking the chin. Half lift, big breath, find length. Hands plant for plank. Nice big breath in. Right, chaturanga, half lower or to the earth. Up dog or cobra here. Big breath, upper arms draw back, heart lifts. Down dog, last time. 2 breaths. One more. Heels lift, breath in. Knees bend, look forwards. We'll find a seat, hop, step, or walk. Good. So find staff pose, Dandasana here. Legs are long, feet are flexed. Hands can start next to the hips. Sometimes nice to sort of move some of the flesh of the upper thighs out of the way, helping to internally rotate. Just find some length here, lift through the heart, but there's still a sense of the hip bones drawing towards the low ribs and the front body. And just our last little counter will be a flash of fire and a little bit of energy in the core after all that. So we'll start by bending the knees. Right, hands can start under the thighs. If you need to support the low back, fingers or forearms find the earth behind you. Right, so the option is boat pose. If you have it in the body, we'll add low boat. So we lift. Legs come up, arms can reach. Again, you could be supporting yourself here. If it's possible, you're going to come into low boat. The legs come straight. We hollow out through the front body. The low back can drop, but everything above the mid ribs stays lifted. Eyes are in line with the toes. 2 breaths. So we're coming back into staff pose. So the legs land, the arms come up, big breath in. Let's go back into boat pose, low or high, up to you. 3 breaths. 2. Last one. Ooh, land the legs, arms come up, big breath in. We're gonna do one more, low boat or high boat, doesn't matter. Find your work here. Last 2 breaths. Good, land the legs, oh my good, arms up, bend the knees, and softly fold over the space of the legs. Right, the chin can fall to the chest. Take a few big breaths, filling, celebrating the space in the back body. Even expanding the abdomen so that it presses into the thighs and releases some of that fire from the center of the body. Then the next few breaths, long, slow exhale. If you want to sort of straighten and lengthen the legs a little bit here, go for it. And one last long, slow exhale. Slowly restack the spine. Find an easy cross of the legs, tall spine, gentle tuck of chin to chest. Take a few nice big breaths, move them through the nostrils here. And if you can't breathe through the nostrils, you breathe through the mouth, but you picture breath moving through the nostrils. At this last bit of breath, if you prefer, you're just going to visualize what I call out. If you'd like, though, you can use the right hand to plug the nostrils. And so we settle the right thumb over the right nostril, left ring finger or left ring finger and pinky over the left nostril. Sorry, right ring finger, right pinky over the left nostril. Right, the shoulders are relaxed, the neck is long. Right? Breathe in both nostrils and out both. Right, in both. Plug the right, breathe out the left. Left in. Plug the left, right out. Right in. Plug the right, left out. Left in. Plug the left, right out. Right in. Release the hand, out both. A round of breath. And we'll go one more time. Again, you can just visualize, or you can join me here. Lift the right hand, both nostrils in. Plug the left out right. Right in. Plug the right, left out. Left in. Plug the left, right out. right in. Plug the right, left out. Left in. Release the hand, both out. And experience a sense of your own inner world, right? Of the vastness of the space within you. Allow the awareness to land anywhere in the body it likes, or maybe it feels like it's sort of settled everywhere. And this is a great practice to lead you into meditation. It may also make sense for you now to come down to the back body for a shavasana, 5 or 10 minutes of rest. But whether you're moving on now or in a little while, before you do, take a moment to notice and acknowledge the power and grace of this practice. To maybe gain a sense of what it has offered you today and how that offering will send you back into the world a little differently, therefore benefiting so many others as well. As always, I hope you got what you needed and what you wanted from your practice today. And I hope it enriches the rest of your day, whatever it holds. It is a pleasure and honor always to share it with you all.